time for a new video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I achieved these finger waves on dry hair. If you guys have followed me for a minute, you know that finger waves are like my struggle of the century. It's something that I am determined to learn how to do for myself on my own hair, but as of yet, I haven't mastered it. But I figured if I could do it dry, I can understand the technique better. And once I understand the technique, then I can do it in a wet mold. Once I can do it in a wet mold, that opens up all the styling options that require a finger waved wet mold in order for you to achieve. So I think it came out pretty good. It's not perfect, but for this to be my first try, I'm pretty happy with the results. So if you want to see how I did it, then keep watching. Okay guys, we're starting with the wet mold. I am using Nutress today because I wanted a lighter hold. This is clean hair we're starting with. I'm just going to part it and start smoothing. I have a deep part on one side and then I'm going to go in and start waving the edges. This is the simple part. I just wave my edges like I always do, which you don't have to know how to finger wave to just wave the edges. But I'm doing that because once I do go in and curl the hair and create these waves, I want them to blend in with the edges. So here you just see me kind of swooping everything in the direction that I want it to go in. And I'm just taking the comb and pulling the hair kind of out of the mold. So I've molded it straight down and then I take the comb and I pull the hair toward my eyebrows and down toward my eyes, and then I swoop it. And then you'll see me go back in with my hand and I smooth over everything because I don't want to have all of those comb marks in my wrap once it's dry. I want it to be smooth and all cohesive. So that's the side, front, and the other side. Okay, now we have the mold all dry. I'm gonna break the mold, add a little bit of olive oil, and then just comb through it. That's the back so that you can see I did not wave the hair at all. All I waved were the edges. So I'm breaking the mold here, and then you'll see me go in and start to curl. I'm taking very small sections. You'll see them in a minute. And I'm just making an old school straight up curl. Nothing fancy, nothing different, just a straight up curl. A lot of times you will hear stylists say on base, which is like a curl that sits on its base, and that's all I'm doing. And as you can see, I'm taking pretty small sections and I have a really small flat iron that I'm going in with. Don't worry about the smoke, that's the olive oil. And I just do that all over my head, literally all over my head. The top section, I'm curling it in the direction I want to wave it later, which is going diagonally from the crown of my head toward my forehead. Here, this is a very up close shot because I wanted you guys to see that this is just a basic curl. So there's nothing special to the curls themselves. They're just basic curls. I just did a whole bunch of small ones all over my head. And here is the finished curl. So I just curled my whole head. That's it. I'm adding some more oil because you want the hair to have a little bit of weight to it so that when you shape the finger waves, they stay in place and they take the shape that you're trying to create when you do this, because this is like a faux finger wave. So then I take my small tooth comb, I go back over everything, and then I'm gonna go in and now create the finger waves. I'm gonna try to walk you guys through what I'm doing here. You're gonna take two fingers, I'm gonna show you again, and pinch. What you're doing when you do that is creating that first crest or the highest part of the finger wave. And then I'm taking my comb while I'm holding that pinched section of hair tight, and I'm combing the rest of my hair in a C motion. And as you can see right here, I've created that first kind of wave or crest, and I'm showing you guys up close because I want you to be able to actually see. And so by pinching and holding and then combing the rest of the hair in the opposite direction, I created that little wave right there and the crest of that first finger wave. So just follow along, I'm gonna show you again. And then you take the next section, you do the same thing, kind of like a scissor motion with your hand. You pinch the section and you hold it tight so that the section doesn't move while you're creating the next wave. So now you see we have one crest, two crests here, and I'm going to continue to do that. Scissor motion, pinch the hair, Once you get it pinched, you want to hold it tight, and then you can manipulate the rest of the hair around it to create the waves and the shapes that you want. Once I finished the top, I went on and did the sides the same way. So here I do the same thing, but because the hair is shorter, I'm going to show you guys a second time. I'm taking the comb and I'm pushing up a little, and then I'm pinching the section. So I'm using the comb to help me create enough hair to pinch. And then the same thing, you want to take your comb while you're holding that first section really tight, and you comb the hair in the opposite direction to create your wave. This is just an up close view. I did that all over. I did the same thing in the back, and that's it pretty much, you guys. That's the finished product. I was feeling happy because it came out right. Okay, y'all, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I will get back to you guys. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. If you're a subscriber already, thank you for subscribing. If you're not, but you like my content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button before you leave. Also, guys, you can follow me on my social medias. I will leave links down below and it will pop up on the screen. And until next time, y'all, bye.